Hey guys, another one for our Wheels in Japan playlist on our mini-series of crazy drives in Japan.
So, there is actually a rule in Japan about using phones while riding bicycles, and there is a penalty for it, but it doesn't seem to stop people doing it. We see it every day. School kids in particular, we see rows of school kids riding along on their bikes staring at their phones. Doesn't seem to stop them doing it. Oh, this guy was scary. Just riding down the centre of the road between two lanes of cars, trusting that the people in the cars weren't going to bump into him. Oh, trucks driving too close to the car in front. We've actually slowed this down a bit to give you a better look at it. But this is really common, and now and again, a truck will wipe out 3 or 4 cars because suddenly someone will stop and a truck will wipe out 3 or 4 cars. So it gets a high profile, but they don't stop doing it for some reason. And probably the most common thing we see is this one. So you can see the big fat white line across in front of our car. We've stopped before that line like you're supposed to. And it seems almost nobody does. Look at this guy right out in the middle of the intersection. The van on the right has also crossed over onto the pedestrian crossing, and the car on the left has crossed the white line as well, which technically all three of them can be given penalties for not stopping at the red light. But it doesn't seem to stop them. They all do it. It's a funny one. There's a thing in Japan, if everybody does it, everybody does it. You know, the scooter goes through the red light, stops on the other side of the pedestrian crossing, actually in the intersection. So this is really common. He's actually on his phone too, by the way. He puts it away about now. But he was actually sitting in the middle of the intersection staring at his phone. Amazing. But it's just a thing in Japan. Some people are surprised that Japanese people break the rules, you know, but it seems if everybody does it, everybody does it. So the black cars actually cross the white line, and this Domino's guy is very distinctive. His face is very distinctive, and we see him all the time around our town, almost always out in the middle of an intersection. He goes past all the cars and sits out the front of the intersection, and then off he goes. So he does it all the time. We've seen him do this lots and lots of times. Distinctive face. We'll get him from the other direction one day. And of course the phone zombies, driving the car and staring at the phone. And how obvious is it? If the cops wanted to actually enforce the law, how easy is it to spot this guy? Have a look at him laid back in his chair, staring at his phone, and then the light will go green in a second. Off he goes. Send another message.
More videos coming soon.